Okay, next thing then. Business! Want to talk about business, Matt?
I love business and business-related endeavors.
Well, fuck yeah.
God.
Time to get the 12-month subscription offer, getting 3 mounts today.
Okay, I'll immediately explain my experience with this, right?
Oh, good.
I immediately thought, 12-month subscription. Well, World of Warcraft is my job. I'm definitely going to be subscribed for the next year. Might as well save some money. Went to go for it. And then I went, this isn't any cheaper. This is the same price as 6 month subscription.
Yeah?
It's marked as best value, of course, because it is best value because you get extra mounts. But if you, as an example, are someone like me and thinks that mounts that come from the store and mounts that are there are kind of utterly pointless, and especially when you're going to play a druid and you travel for them everywhere anyway, you're like, cool, what's the, I don't actually value these at all. I would value saving an extra £1 a month. I don't like the way I don't like the way this is going.
And they would notice that.
Yeah, but it's also completely fine. I'm like, damn it. God damn it.
Yeah, because it's a situation where they are giving you a better deal, but in a way that obviously does not cost them anything. Yep. Because a lot of these mounts are things they had anyway, / are going to be 6 month things anyway. Like the things that you're getting that are new, I think, right? So you've got the Gargantuan Gurlock, okay? So this big dude. You've got Telix here, the Stormhorn. So I think
which is cool, actually.
this, and then also and the Festering Emerald Drake. So those are the new things that you get. Now you will also get other things like the Lunar New Year 6 month mount and the current 6 month mount. So basically just throwing all those things together. I guess in total that's what, 5 mounts?
Yeah.
Just mounts.
Yeah, that, like, I definitely am of the opinion that theoretically there is a point where mounts just become numbers and you're like, what's the point of them?
They are,
but I think people kind of like the numbery collector thing, especially if they continue to add achievements that will, be for numbers. You're like, yeah, it's unfortunate, but it is how they consider value. It's the same way Overwatch 2 is just like, here's some skins. You're like, what if I don't want skins? What if I don't want voice lines? What if I don't want weapon charms? It's like, well, we need you to buy something. You're like, but I'm paying for the game. Can I buy more game? Is that an option? And then you go, don't be an idiot, Matt. Of course you can't buy more game. That's too hard for us to make. So we will sell you cosmetic goods that have no value except for what you apply to them, which is fine for people who do find value in those things. I personally, I don't know when that died, but at some point in the last 5 years, the idea of like virtual items having probably something to do with running the Bellular news channel.
It's gone. It's gone.
Yeah,
it's dead.
Gone.
Yeah, totally dead. There are other exciting things that you will get in this incredible, some would even say 600% value offering here, where you'll get and more exciting items. You will get the Tabard of the Flame, which is the current 6 month classic reward, Lunar New Year pet, and knickknacks, odds and ends. And what's funny is this does remind me of the reason why my character's got Tyrael's Charger, which has ended up, that's actually a decently rare mount overall, funny enough.
Yeah.
But this is from something they did all the way back in like 2012 called the World of Warcraft Annual Pass. So here, they're bringing back the Annual Pass. It's just not really as... Okay.
I mean, that's the thing, right?
Technically, it is a deal based on value if you say that each one of these amounts is worth $25. Now, I would say that, Diablo 3 being included in the annual pass is worth a lot more than all of these amounts combined, obviously, because that's a game. But that's the way that it works with the annual pass. You got Diablo 3 not for free, but it was included basically in your World of Warcraft subscription with the WoW annual pass. It was an interesting little thing they did.
Yeah, I didn't do it at the time. When was that actually?
2011 through 12.
11?
I think they announced it BlizzCon 11.
Yeah, that was like right at the time I wasn't playing World of Warcraft very much, and I was like, I probably would have otherwise. Yeah, but I wasn't going. Oh, I see what you're doing. I'm not buying your game for a year. I'm going to play it for 2 months and unsub like I always do.
So it's funny that they've brought that back after a decade. It's not a better deal. It's just what it is. And obviously the reason why they will do this, right, is because people have this thing, and I think a lot of skins operate on this. They want to actualize on their motivation for a game or actualize their excitement for a game, right? They want to make that continued, deeper investment. It's the same reason. I mean, as an example, I watched Dog Soldiers. I thought, fucking hell, this is a great werewolf movie. Very good. And then I fucking rapidly find out that this August there was a full 4K remaster from the original camera negatives that comes in a collector's box with a bunch of art and a little book and all that shit. So what do? I actualize on liking Dog Soldiers by buying that motherfucker, and it's now here. That's exactly what this is. Just that they'll target it towards the launch of the expansion whenever they can capture the most people possible. It is what it is. It will increase the average revenue per user. I think that a pretty high percentage of people who buy this will not be playing WoW fully for all 12 of those months. But
that's where I come into this and kind of go, is this questionably ethical? Obviously, it's like in terms, if you took it to court, obviously not.
It's like a gym subscription. It's like, look, that's the offer. It's on you to buy it, and try to figure out if that makes sense for you.
That's the stuff where because I know that I'm sort of struggling with this personally because I've recently had to go through a bunch of shitty hoops to cancel stuff. And I'm like, well, I know why this isn't click and cancel, because you're a pack of bastards and want me to have to jump through hoops.
Beer 52.
Beer 52, is it the Odeon was the one where I'm cancelling my Limitless because no good movies are coming out. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll stop paying for the thing that would save me money. Now it's not. It's like, oh, I have to go and send an email to their support people.
What?
And then it failed. And I was like, okay, well, sweet, I have to try this broken system again.
That's horrible.
And another one is Wall Street Journal. They just say, sorry, due to some technical reason, we can't cancel accounts online. Call our support team at this number. I'm like, for a start, I'm pretty sure that's illegal. But second, I know the reason you're doing this is because you want to take my money away from me without giving me the value in return.
At that stage.
And that's where I think that's where I think, no, you've lost my respect. You're not trying to engage me properly as a living human with agency here.
I do a chargeback just to fuck with them at that stage.
Honestly, I'm considering it. But that's the thing where seeing this 12-month sub come at the start of an expansion without any indication of when follow-up content will going to be, even though they've said they want it to be faster and stuff, there's no, hey, we're going to have this content here. This isn't, hey, there's a year worth of video game coming your way. It's here's the expansion, buy the 12-month sub, get some mounts. Yeah. And that's the thing where this would go down a lot easier for me if they did say, hey, our aim is to have, we won't tell you what any of the content is, but we aim to have content. In this year, you will have access to Dragonflight, and it's, say, 2 patches.
Yeah.
That would feel better. That would obviously be them having to set in stone some dates, which may have to change for very good reasons.
Even look at Overwatch 2. Yeah. They've said there will be a season, there's a lot of criticisms for that game, but they did say there'll be a season every 9 weeks. Yeah. Every second season, or, you'll have a hero in one season, the other season will bring a new map, and so on and so forth, and then PvE will come out next year. At least they gave people an idea of what sort of content to actually expect. With Blizzard and World of Warcraft, we've essentially never had that. Mm-hmm. Now, funny enough, they've said that they want to get closer to that.
Yes.
I know in Legion, it was every 77 days there was a patch until the final one came out, and then, big wait for the next expansion. I don't think we'll have that again, though, because of Season 4 of Shadowlands, right? So I think Season 4 of Shadowlands means that they will do a kind of remix, greatest hits season at the end of Dragonflight, which should mean that while there will be a bit where there's not a lot of super new shit, there will be a greatest hit season to do in your downtime. But I want to see that roadmap. I don't need details. I just want to know, if they said 2 major patches, 2 minor patches, here's the deal, then that would have been perfect.
Yeah, but you have to, if you're going to loop someone into subscription, you have to say here's what you're going to get. And it's weird.
You have to be damn sure that will actually happen.
Yeah, and it is weird comparing that to a gym, because the gym just goes, you can come to the gym. So you do that with Dragonflight. You can play Dragonflight. You're like, okay, but that's not how other video games work. And if you're going for here, that's a bit different. Where if you're buying a Destiny season pass, it goes, here's all the seasons you're going to get.
Yeah.
Or that's kind of the model to look up to, where people go, what am I buying? And the company says, you're buying this, 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 and this. And the person gets to go, well, is that a good value option for me? I think it is in terms of the amount of gameplay. Sweet, sorted. It's things like that I think slightly and just gently kind of corrode people's faith in a business. We're going, oh, is Activision doing another thing to get money from me? Cool. And that just kind of over time goes, it's hard to respect. It's hard to respect the overall unit when they're doing that, which is different to even Activision themselves are being a little bit better on that with Call of Duty, with the confusion thing they cleared up with Modern Warfare 2.
Yes, I think the core there is we know that this gets us 12 months of access to the game, but we want to know what's actually happening within the game. What can we expect? Is it going to be roughly the same as the past? Is it going to be more content than the past? Very much hope the latter, because the team is quite a bit larger, as was covered in our recent video. But it would be nice to know, especially if you're asking for a 12-month commitment that is quite a lot of money.
Yeah, so
that's basically that. Now, that said, if you're on a rolling 6-month sub anyway, like we are, like probably many of you are, it is the exact same thing, and you'll get some other shiny mounts.
Yeah.
So, it makes sense for me to do it, I guess, but...
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose if you value the mounts at all, yes. But if you give them zero value like I do, then it's the same as 6 months. You're like, sure, whatever.
Is the mounts worth the few seconds of clicking around on the website to change it? That's essentially it for me. Anyway, there you go. A little bit more of their plan. I suppose it would be a nice thought. It would be a very nice thing to think that they are doing a 12-month sub because in the back of their mind, they know that they are going to be able to deliver on what Ian said they plan to deliver on, which is more frequent patches. That would be a nice thing to think.
That would be beautiful.
Don't pre-order based on that, but it would be a nice thing to think, and I hope it's like that.